Hey Leo, I'm Lucy Ravenstone and welcome to my channel. I'm going to do a Mercury in retrograde reading for you for May 2022. It is from the 10th of May to the 2nd of June. This is the energy we're working with. So what's Mercury in retrograde? Mercury is the planet of communication. So when the planet retrogrades, so what is retrograde? It is when the planet appears to be going backwards from Earth. It's how it is seen, however it is not actually moving away from us. It looks like it is moving away from us. During this time the energy can be quite disruptive. So Mercury is the planet of communication, so it's disruptive communication. So this can be technology, this can be delays in things, anything really that requires some form of communication, things going backwards and forward, can be disrupted. So this can be seen as a mischievous kind of energy to work with. However, what it does is brings things to the surface that we need to work with. And I do feel like it's like your best friend. So your best friend is somebody who's going to tell you what you need to know, what you need to hear, rather than just what you want to hear and being false. They're going to throw truths at you and just say, hey, this is not working, let's change it up. And that's what Mercury, I find, does. So it is an energy that can be really constructive to work with, even if it is being disruptive. So let's see what's in store for you for during this one, Leo. Let's see what's in store. Oh, I am loving that. Aries has just had these, two of these in reverse. Yours are upright, so hopefully this is positive for you guys. So the first card is Nourishment, which is really good. I feel like this is something you're growing during this time. This is a really great energy, upright. I'll show you. The lighting is terrible. I'm outside because my children were playing outside when I started recording. It was just a little bit easier to distract them. So now they're inside and I am already out here with all my equipment. Okay, so you can kind of see that. There is an egg and she is, like, it's all around it is nourishing. There's a waterfall in the background falling from the moon that looks like it's a moon of cheese. That's what I noticed before. And there's fruits all around it. She is feeding something that she's growing. And I feel like this is what you're doing. You are growing something. And Leo, to be honest, I am glad and happy to see this. I feel like you've been quite stagnant and stuck in the past. And this feels like now your focus is on something that you are growing and nurturing. I want you to focus on that. I feel like the energies will shine light on what it is that you are growing and what needs to be growing. So this may mean that you may get some insights to reflect on where you have perhaps been putting your kind of consciousness and where it shouldn't have been, because I feel like this is going to kind of curve you towards putting I want to say putting your money where it needs to be, and it's not literal money. I just feel like as in your energy, your attention, your finances, just anything really that really can grow something in your life and nurture something. I feel like that's where it will shine light on that and where it needs to be rather than where it perhaps could have been. Or even I feel like as well you may get a few niggles that may say, hey, remember, this is where we're putting attention now. We're not putting it where you used to put it. Okay? I hope that makes sense for you, Leo, because that's the vibe I'm getting, is that it's really positive, and I feel like you are growing something. But something is, it's in egg form with this. Like, this is an egg that she is feeding. So I feel like it really is baby stages, and I feel like this is you taking the steps to put your attention towards something now that's growing. And I feel like this will really nurture something inside of you as well, I will say. But I feel like you're ready. Your arms are open. You're ready to start putting in the work, really, in regards to something yourself. Now, then we have boundaries. I feel like you really are good at boundaries. I feel like you don't share a lot of yourself from fear of being hurt. I will feel like on the outside of this protective bubble that you are in, and I feel like this is what will come to the surface for you, is really you might be able to, if you pay attention, acknowledge where you perhaps have got your walls up. This to me is stopping you from that fruitful nurturing thing you're growing. I'll show you the imagery if you can see it. She's in this bubble, she's in here, she's vulnerable. On the outside is something she's growing, that flower. There is cracks in your boundaries here. To me, I'm seeing that as in you are starting to crack open these solid walls that you built up around you, and you're starting to see the brightness. But again, you are still shielding yourself, and I feel like this will really come to light. Again, I'm just getting this sense of something coming to light of where kind of just making sure and acknowledging that you are holding back where your attention needs to be, I want to say. So be conscious of that. But again, we have a shell and we have a bubble. So I do feel like you're guarded, and you're perhaps guarding yourself because of vulnerabilities in the past. During this time, I feel like a lot of us are reflecting on the past. So I'm definitely getting the sense of this here. And again, the final card is beginnings, and I'll show you how I'm seeing it. It is in reverse for you. So it's like this. So to me, again, I'm getting this sense of you being still, you're taking those early steps towards the beginning, but ahead of you is bright. It is green, it's flourishing, but to me, again, it's ahead of you. So right now, the energy you're in is still reflecting, still in the past. I feel like you're, with this new beginnings, I feel like your attention does get brought to the past, and I do feel like this is a constant thing I'm reminding you of over the course of me doing my readings, of starting my channel, is just reminding you to stay in the present. And with this, I'm actually getting a sense of actually starting to focus on the future as well. I feel like this is where your attention needs to be. So the retrograde energy to me for you, Leo, is really just going to be triggering reflection, and just ensuring that you are working towards something and not staying in the past is what I want to say. I am getting a lot of good vibes for you about moving forward, but just these little reminders. So I feel like Mercury is going to just be a little niggle for you, being like, hey, stop sticking in the past, stop looking in the past, because what you are growing is really fruitful, and yeah, you're in the early stages here. So it's feeling like a positive future. It's actually not feeling like bad energy we're working with. Again, I keep saying niggles for you, so I really do feel like it's not going to be too bad for you, providing you're doing the work. Obviously, it will be different for all of us. However, Leo, it feels very constructive. It feels like you're on the verge of cracking open your shell. So be conscious of that, because I feel like with Mercury in retrograde, you may very well much feel like you might need to step back in that shell, and this is going to be the to and fro. I want you to really keep in your mind the goals of something you are wanting to grow. Keep in mind your aspirations, where you want to go, what you want to build. I feel like that will be highly beneficial for you during this time. And again, pay attention. That's what Mercury is all about. It brings things to the surface. So what is coming to the surface? That's what I want you to pay attention to. So thank you so much, Leo. Thank you for being here. Please check out the full reading for this month that's already up online for a full reading of the energies for May. And I'll see you next month. Thank you, guys.